Witches of East End is one of those shows where you underestimate it at first, but then you love it when it ends. If I'm not wrong, this show came out a couple years ago, but this show premiered on October 9th, and we didn't really watch this until like early 2024, so I'm gonna just give you a summary if you haven't watched it already. Now, the 4 people you see in the picture are witches, but I'm only gonna be talking about the witches that I think should be mentioned. Now, the one in the gray sweater, her name is Freya. Now, this whole show kind of goes into her arc, like her upbringing into being a witch and really getting in tune with her powers. Now, all of these witches right here has died, except the one that's sitting on the chair. Now, the one that's sitting on the chair is the mother of the gray sweater girl, aka Freya, and the one that's in the red dress, aka Ingrid. Now, Freya and Ingrid has died multiple times, okay? Now, in the show, in the present, where they're still alive, the mother is getting kind of panicked, but she's happy, but she's kind of like confused because, see, they were supposed to die. Like, there's some type of loophole that makes those 2 daughters die every single life. There's something that happens that gets them forced in some type of like danger, and they end up dying, but they always come back. So now they're in the present. The one in the gray sweater is about 35. I'm pretty sure she's 35, if I'm not wrong. And she fell in love with this dude named Dash. Now, Dash is Freya's boyfriend, okay? Now, Dash seems the type to be like all loving and caring and all that, but he's really not. He's the main villain of this whole show, to be honest with you. Like, this man then sat here and lied to the whole family, getting secrets from them, only to change on them. You feel me? And then there's another man named Killian. Now, Killian, he's also a witch, okay? Dash is a warlock, okay? Now, to tell if someone is a witch in the show, I guess whoever's witches can sense the other person's a witch. But Freya didn't know that Dash was a witch until her powers awoke. And the mother tried to keep that life away from Ingrid and Freya because she was scared of them finding out too early and dying. That's kind of how they survived all this time. So, when she found out her powers and started practicing them, both Ingrid and Freya, Dash ended up finding out that she was a witch. Now, I may have to get my memory back together because I can't really remember the show like that because it was early 2024 when we watched this. But if I'm correct, Dash and Freya broke up, right? And Killian came into the picture. Now, he didn't know who he was, right? But there's some type of pull that pulls them together, Freya and Killian. But Dash knows Killian is some type of witch, and he knows Freya is a witch, and Freya knows Dash is a witch. So Dash, throughout the whole 2 seasons of the show, goes around trying to really break them up, doing magic, and really just being a bad guy. Now look, Killian still doesn't know he has witch powers, but okay, get this. Killian ended up dying, I think. I'm still trying to remember everything, but I'm pretty sure Killian ended up dying, right? And then he ends up in some type of island, and then there's this girl, right? Now this girl takes care of him. He's hurt, And after a while, Killian starts to kind of get like this sort of feeling that that girl isn't who she says she is. Now they're in a relationship together, they love each other, but the girl is actually two-faced. Now what she does is she drugs him, like she puts powers over him, like some type of witch doctor, right? Now she casts a spell over him to forget everything. Like if there was some type of slip up, if Killian would ask too much questions or he would catch her doing something bad, then she would just automatically have the spell there. She would either have it in the drink or she'll have to do it herself. Now after a while, Killian started remembering, so he started recording back to back to back because he's a witch, so he can kind of remember things, but it's still foggy. But throughout the show, Killian is being pushed away from Freya multiple times. Now this is where the sad part gets in. Now Dash ends up getting locked up. I forgot the reason. More than likely because he's a villain and something like that. Like he got put in jail. And basically Freya and everybody thought everything was cool. They just got their lives back. Everybody is safe, okay? It's a good ending for the show, but get this. Killian ends up visiting Dash, you know? And they start talking. And then Dash uses his powers to switch souls with Killian, putting Dash's soul inside Killian's body and trapping Killian's soul in Dash's body so he can serve the sentence, but he can walk around in Killian's body with Freya. And the crazy part about it is that was the cliffhanger of the whole season. That was season 2, the last episode. And they just left it off like that. Now, I might be reaching a little bit, but I think we could revive this show. Or I can, at least. If people get more requests from the fans who made this show, they may bring it back, you know? So this is my idea. What if we do a spin-off, but instead of making a whole new series, we just add it as season 3? You feel me? And what if in season 3, Killian is still trapped in Dash's body, right? Freya thinks that Dash is locked up, but it's really Killian. Somebody ends up finding out Dash's secret. And basically, now Dash is trying to escape the family and trying to get back to Killian because something's going wrong inside of Killian's body. Maybe Killian is fighting through the subconscious, like fighting him when he sleeps inside of his head because it's still his body, you know? Something like that. And maybe we can even do a spin-off. Like, maybe we could have old Freya. Maybe we can have, you know, kids in there, like Freya's kids, Ingrid's kids. You know, we could have some type of new generation to save everybody. But I really think the other idea I had before was really it really suits it, because it's like, if she had kids with Dash inside Killian's body, would she not know it's Killian? Or it's Dash, I mean? So whoever made this show, I ask of you to just, if you ever see this video, I just want you to really think about it. We love this show. Your fans love this show. We wanted to come back. I know it's been years. I know people are old. They have family. They got things to do. That's why I also suggested a spin-off version. But you never know. Hey, we never know. But all I do ask is, if you do see this video, take it into consideration. And with that, I would like to end this video off on a happy note. And I'll see y'all whenever I see y'all. I may go live or something. But have a good day or night wherever you are, and I see y'all when I see y'all. Goodbye.